This conference will now be recorded.
Hi, hi everyone. Are you able to hear my voice and are you able to get see the screen? Could you please confirm about the chart? Okay, Teju, thank you. Pan, Ashok, Chandrasekhar, Hanumant. Okay, thank those who are newly joined. I would like to introduce myself. This is Raju. I'm your AWS and Devops trainer. I have almost 10 years of IT experience. Okay, I have 8 years of training experience. Okay, and what we discussed yesterday, we discussed about what is DevOps, what is AWS, our course content, what we are providing, right? Linux, shell scripting, and AWS 15 plus services and DevOps, right? 10 plus tools. And everyone can do this course, no coding required, right? We discussed about yesterday. And 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. We have almost 52, nearly 2 months course it is, right? And we discussed about the roles, and we will provide the interview questions, recordings, soft copies. We'll conduct some workshops and we'll take some mock interviews. So you can put up to 5 years of experience. Whatever this training is equal to 5 years of experience. And also we discussed in the Naukri, right? So how many job openings are there for the DevOps engineers, right? So you can go to Naukri and you can search for that, right? You can go to Naukri, you can go and check in the job section, right? DevOps and AWS. You can check like that. There are almost 30,000 jobs are there, right? So you can look for the work from home jobs, you can look for the permanent work from jobs, and you can look for the 0 to 3 lakhs jobs and 0 to 1 year of experience, 2 years of experience. You can look for it. So fine. Yesterday we discussed about the DevOps. What is DevOps? Yesterday we discussed, right? So DevOps is nothing but development with operations, right? It's a practice. Is a it's a practice, okay, and it's a set of tools, right? We discussed. Please collect the recording from the management, okay. And what is cloud? Cloud is nothing but a platform where you can create your servers, where you can create your storages, right? You can upload your files, right? So we have different clouds in the market. We have the AWS, we have Azure, we have GCP, right? So in our course, we are going to learn the AWS, right? AWS with DevOps. So yesterday, I showed my AWS account, how to connect. So let's discuss today how to create a AWS account and how to create a Windows server, okay, and a Linux server, okay, and we can attach a volume, and that means disk C drive, right, to the Windows computer, and we can see how to attach a volume to the Linux server, okay, and how to attach D drive, E drive, or F drive to the Windows computer. We can see, okay. So let's understand. Let me connect to the aws.amazon.com, right? You need to connect to aws.amazon.com, right, to create a AWS account, and you have to click on sign in. You have to click on sign in. I want to sign out here because it is a direct connectivity. So I want to click on sign in now, right? So if you want to create a AWS account, you can click on create new AWS account. Okay, so you need to provide, so to create a AWS account, you need few things. Okay, so you need few things. Those are credit card or debit card, credit or debit card, and you need, okay, you need the Gmail account. Okay, you need these. So you have to follow aws.amazon.com. You can click on sign in, right? And you can click on create AWS account, right? Create new AWS account. You need to provide your email ID account. Once you provided that, okay, in the next section, they will ask, I will show one file, AWS account creation. Okay. They will ask you to provide the password. Okay, you can provide the password information as well. So yeah, this is the, I will share this file over chart. You can follow this, right? So which is 12 months free tier account, which is free for 12 months. Okay. Hi Kuma, could you please log in and log out? You can see everyone is able to see. Could you please log in and log out? Maybe you can see the screen. Okay. So they will, yes, it's a 12 months free tier account. Okay. And you can provide email address, password twice, and the account. And then you can click on continue. Okay. And next section, they will ask you your personal information. Personal information. That means you need to provide your address, full name, state, right? You have to provide postal code, PIN code. In the next continue, in the next section, you have to provide your debit card or credit card information. Once you provide it, AWS will deduct 2 rupees from your account. AWS will provide 2 rupees from your AWS account. Okay, you have, yeah, sorry, your bank account. Once the 2 rupees are deducted, that means your account is get ready for activation. Okay, once it is verified, in the next option, you should select the plan. You should select the plan. There are majorly 3 plans in AWS. Free plan for 12 months free account. You can go for this free tier account. Then you can use it for your practical, your job preparation. You can use it. So once you selected the free plan, okay, and in the last section, it will, I mean, finally, it will take some 30 to 1 hour, 30 minutes to 1 hour to activate your AWS. So AWS will take some 30 to minutes to 1 hour to activate. Once your account is activated, I will share this file. Once your account is activated, okay, once your account is activated, and let me share it. Share, not taking. Maybe management will share with you. You can check with management. So let me connect to the AWS account now. How to connect? You can connect to the AWS account now. Connect to aws.amazon.com. So please create a AWS account. If you are getting any doubts, please ask me. Follow this file. You can take that file from the management. Okay, follow this entire account creation document. Okay, follow this document and you can create your AWS account. So how to connect to the AWS account? Go to aws.amazon.com. You can click on sign in, right? And you can provide your email ID, right? And you can click on next and you can provide your password. Okay, so you can connect to your AWS dashboard. This is the dashboard. Here you can see your account name and your account ID, right? And these are nothing but the data centers where the AWS data centers are exist: North Virginia, Hong Kong, Mumbai, Osaka, Ireland, London. In different locations, AWS is having data centers. Okay, Europe, England, London, Ireland, right? They have the data centers. Okay, you can find out in global infrastructure of AWS. You can see there are having almost 27 regions having 87 data centers. So this is this is the Mumbai region. Mumbai is having 3 data centers. One, two, three data centers are nothing but each data center will have the minimum distance of 100 kilometers. Why 100 kilometers? For example, if you are running one application in first data center and you are running application in second data center, same applications. For example, any fire accident is happened in this data center, still customer can access the application in second data center, 100 kilometers. If power is lost here, still we have another data center because the distance is 100 kilometers. If any cyclone is happened, right, still we have another data center, right? So the data centers are the availability zones are isolated data centers. This is the map you can see. So Singapore is having data center, Mumbai is having data center, right? 3 data centers in Mumbai, 3 availability zones. So you can see total regions. You can see Mumbai here, AP South 1, right? So there are, if you have any doubts, you can go to support center with AWS, any service related. And if you want to run any commands, we have this commands shell option. And if you want to see the notification, you can see the notifications here. And you can have a search bar to search for the different services. Okay, so we have a services tab. We can find out all different services provided by AWS. So we have, for example, if you are coming from the gaming development, you can use the gaming services. If you are coming from machine learning background, you can use machine learning services. Okay, so these are cloud services. So majorly there are, okay, 3 types of clouds. In the interview also, it will be an interview question. There are 3 types of clouds. One is public cloud, another one is private cloud, and another one is hybrid cloud. The public cloud is nothing but public can connect to the computer. It's a public cloud. Okay, public can connect to the computer, which is nothing. Data center is nothing but public cloud. AWS is comes to the public. Azure, and that means public can use it. Okay, and what is private data center? So private data centers are nothing but own data center. Consider a few companies like startup companies. They no need to go for the AWS. Okay, this is AWS. This is own data centers. They, for larger companies, they have their own data centers. They no need to go for AWS like Microsoft, like any company like IBM, Oracle. They no need to go to AWS or Azure. They have their own data centers. We can call those are private data center. And what is this hybrid? Hybrid is nothing but combination of both. Few companies will have the own data center. Still, sometimes they will approach AWS or Azure. So this is combination of both public and private, we can say hybrid. And also the services also divided into 3 types. Infrastructure as a service. You can create your infrastructure as one service. Okay. So you can create the infrastructure as a service, and you can create, okay, uh, software as a service. You can create a software, and you can create platforms as a service. So the example for infrastructure as a service is EC2. You can create your infrastructure. That means you can create your Windows server or Linux server. So you can create your servers using EC2. EC2 is one of the services. Software as a service is nothing but If you want any database software, okay, like I want database like RDS, okay, you can create a different softwares, okay, you can use the different softwares as a service. And here EC2 is one of the example, infrastructure as a service. And if you want a ready-made platform, if you want a ready-made platform, that is, for example, I want Java application. You can use the Elastic Beanstalk. You can get a ready-made platform. So no need to install particular Java package. They are providing different options here. Applications. You can click on create application. You can create different platform application, Java with 3.4, with the 8th version, right? You have that opportunity to create. Anyway, let's start. Let's start this. Let's start this EC2 instance creation. Okay, so for server creation, okay, what you need. So let's understand this Windows or Linux server creation. So what you need if you want to create a server? Can anyone? What are the things you will concentrate if you want to purchase a laptop or create a server? What are the things you will concentrate? Can anyone say that?
Minimum required operating system.
Yeah, we need a operating system, right? If you go to any shopping mall to purchase or anywhere, what you need if you want to create a server. So server, you can call it as a computer or as per AWS technology instance, right? So what are the things you need to concentrate? Yes, you need operating system to concentrate, whether it is Windows or Linux. Can anyone other anything is required? Can anyone? So to create a server, you can use EC2 service. Okay. So what other things we required? We required RAM, right? 4 GB or 16 GB. You need a hard disk, right? Whether it is SSD or HDD. Am I correct? And username and password, right? For connecting to that computer, right? So you need the OS, you need the RAM, you need to select the hard disk, you need to select the username and password, right? You need these things, right? Similarly, in AWS, if you want to create a server or an instance, you can go to the instance section. I already have 3 servers which are not running still, which are terminated. That means I deleted those 3. So let's click on launch instance. You can click on launch instance, okay, and you can select the things, right? You can provide the name for your server. I want to provide a name called, this is my Windows server, first Windows server, and I want to provide the selection of OS. You can use AMI, Amazon Machine Image is nothing but OS selection. I want to select Windows, okay, and I want to select the instance type 1 GB RAM. Instance type is nothing but your RAM selection. If you want 2 GB RAM, or if you want 4 GB RAM, or if you want some 16 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM, you can select it. I would like to go with 1 GB RAM. And the next option is username and password. I want to provide the password as a file. You can provide password as a file in AWS. Just click on create a file, key file. Okay, you can click on here, download the file, some Ashok file it is. Just download this. Okay. So you can download the file. This is the password file. Okay. So Ashok, are you getting the voice? Everyone, could you please confirm, are you getting the voice or not? So this is the password file. Okay. And you can see this, which is in some encrypted format. Okay. So yeah, Ashok, you can put some more volume. Okay, then you will get clear. Okay, so ashok.pem file, right? Okay, yeah. So this is the file, okay, which is it is useful as a password. Okay, you can use it as a password, and we can decrypt this to get a password. This is currently encrypted format. It is hard to read, right? So we created a file, ashok.file, and the next option is networking. I want to use the existing network, okay, and I want to use the C drive with 30 GB or the 50 GB. You can select, right? So number of servers, number of instances. If you want two, you can make it two. If you want one, you can make it one. So let's launch the instance now. Let's create an instance. Right now the instance is running. View all instances, right? Your first Windows server is in pending state. So coming to the server states, okay, which will be also entry question. You will see the states, server states, which can be a pending state. That means it is in setup, okay, which can be a running state. That means that is active, which can be stopped state, which is in powered off state, okay, and terminated state, which can be deleted. If you see your server is in running, so if your server is running, then only you can pay the money to the AWS. So you can say running means you have to pay the bill. Okay, building is done. And pending means you don't need to pay any money to the AWS. Stopped means you don't need to pay any money. Terminated means you don't need to pay any money to the AWS. If you're not using, you can stop the server. You can select the server. You can go to instance state. You can stop. If you completely don't want, you can terminate. That means AWS is using pay as you go pricing, right? Yesterday I told you, right? Pay as you go pricing is not nothing but how much you used, that much you need to pay. Pay as you go pricing. How much you use, that much you need to pay. Okay, so that much you need to pay. So if you are not using, you can stop or you can terminate it. Okay. So anyway, let's try to okay connect to this server. How to connect? You can see we have a connect option. Okay, this is your server name. This is your ID, server ID. How we have our company, schools, employee roll numbers, which are unique, right? Student names can be uh, same because same name can have two persons, but this instance IDs are permanent, right? Unique. So if you see, this is the instance ID, state is running. You selected 1 GB reader.micro, right? So let me connect to this Windows server. Click on connect. Okay, you can use RDP client. Go to RDP client. You can download. So this is your username, administrator. Okay, and you can get the password from the AWS. We can get it. But one more thing before that, if you want to connect to the Windows computer, you have to check that if you want to connect to the Windows computer, you have to check that the port called RDP 3389 port is opened or not. Remote desktop is the full form. So you should check that 3389 port is opened or not. You can check in security level 3389 port is open. Okay, you should check that whether 3389 port is opened or not. RDP. Okay, and let's see that. Let me connect to the computer. Right, I download this file. Let's open this file. You should click on connect. Right, the username is administrator only, and the password you can generate. You can generate from here. You can click on generate. You can upload the private key. Okay, and you can click on testing file and you can decrypt it. So ashok.temp, right? Just now upload it and decrypt. This is the file, password file, right? This is the password now, which is encrypted. Just download, just copy and paste. The first time it is asking yes or no, you can say yes. Right? You can see now you are able to connect to it. It is connecting to your Windows computer. Okay, you can see this is your Windows computer from AWS. Similarly, let's create a Linux server. What you can do, same process. Just click on launch instance. Okay, and provide the name. My Linux server it is. Okay, first Linux. Okay, and Linux is having different types. If you want, you can select the Red Hat type, Windows type. So you can select it. I want Ubuntu server, or if you want Amazon Linux, you can select it. Okay, and you can select 1 GB RAM. Okay, or if you can select 2 GB RAM, you can select it. And the key pair is nothing but the name, the key pair. I mean the username and password. I want to use the existing file only. Okay, and I want to go with 8 GB, and I want only one server. Right? Let's launch it. So now your Linux server is creating. Your Windows server is here, right? So you can see your right. You can see your file, the my computer Windows, right? This is your C drive. You can see here, which is your 50 GB. Okay. So this is your 50 GB, right? Your Windows. So we can connect from one server to another server. Okay. One OS to another OS in Linux and Windows. Okay. So this is your Linux server. Okay. So how I told that. So if you want to connect to the Windows server, you need to open 3389. If you want to connect to the Linux, okay, you have to open the port called SSH secure shell, that is 22 port it is. Which port it is? 22. You have to open 22 port. Okay, so just check that whether 22 port is opened or not. You can go to security. You can see 22 port is open. Okay, so just draw this diagram here. The server name is EC2, and these are drives. Consider this is your C drive with currently having 50. For example, if your manager is asking 100 GB, please add as a D drive. How we can add it? Since it is a Windows computer, right? Windows server, and this is your Linux server. You provided some in primary drive as 8 GB memory. Right, just note down, just draw this diagram. Okay. So yeah, I hope everyone is draw this diagram. Okay. Yeah, we can connect from one voice to another voice. You understand. So you have to take the yesterday recording. Okay, Krishna Kumar. Okay, you didn't join right yesterday. So yesterday we just discussed about the demo. Today only we understand about the main
Actually, I
feature.
didn't got
Okay.
anything, sir, and I too don't have any recording. Even I had requested for
Yeah,
like
recording you
management.
can. Yeah, you can call the management. You can take the. You can get the recording. Maybe they will add. They're thinking to add it in the YouTube also. You can correct it. Okay. And yeah. So let's continue. So this is your Windows server. We have C drive. Okay. So let me add the D drive. So how we can add it? Okay. So you can add it here. We can see your C drive here. You can see under storage section. This is your Windows server. Okay. You can see here storage section. Currently C drive 50 GB is there. Okay. I want to add additional D drive. So actually the storage is under different service, that is EBS, Elastic Block Storage. So you can see here EBS volumes are. So here you can see the 50 GB of your Windows server. Okay, you can see 50 GB of Windows server here. Okay, this is your C drive. Okay, and save it. And let's add D drive. So what you need to do, you can click on create volume. You can select whatever the size you want. I want some 50 GB. Okay, or I want some 75 GB D drive. You can click on that. Okay, and your server is running under 1B availability zone. Okay, you should select 1B here. Okay, availability zone 1. Why? Because the servers and volumes are cably attached. Okay, with the cable they are attached. Okay, use you should use the case. So the same availability zone. Your server is running at 1B availability zone, right? You should use same availability zone for neutral. Okay, this is one. Let's provide that name. Name is D drive. Okay, let's create a value. Now your D drive is created. Okay, okay, you can create your drive is created. If you see your drive is creating, let's refresh, which is available. Okay, which is available. Okay, so this is your C drive, which is currently attached to our Windows server, but the available D drive is not attached. So let's attach it to the computer. Select the volume. Okay, volume drive is same. Okay, volume drive is same. D drive. Okay, you can click on actions. You can click on attach volume. Which server you want to attach? You want to attach to Windows server. Okay, you can select it and you can attach it. Okay, can attach it. So now it is attached, right? Now it is attached. Let's see that in the section here, attaching section. Just refresh. Now it is attached to your my computer, right? If you see here, just refresh. Are you able to see that? No, right? So what you need to do, just right click on your Windows symbol. Just click on this disk management. Here you can see attached and unattached. You can see 75 GB is unattached, but current it is offline, right? You need to make it right click and online, and you have to currently is not initialized. You have to initialize this, right? And current is not unallocated. You have to create a simple drive from this. You can click on new simple volume and click on next, and you can click on add this 75 GB and provide the drive letter. If you want a drive letter of T, you can select T. If you want a drive letter of N, you can provide N. Just click on next, and this is the file system, NTFS file system. We are making entire this 75 GB as a OS format. You can use NTFS, means network file system. Click on next and finish. If you see, your N drive is added, right, with the 75 GB. Okay, so you can get it. So fine, let's go back. So this is your Linux server. Let me connect to the Linux server. How to connect? So select the server. Okay, click on connect. You can use EC2 instance connect and connect to your Linux. So Linux is purely command based, right? You have to run different commands to connect. For example, if you want to list down the files, I want to list down using ls is the command, and slash is a folder. This is nothing, slash is nothing but, okay, how Windows C drive, right? Windows My Computer or C drive. Similarly, in Linux, there is a slash. If you want to list C, you can use ls is a command listing the files. Slash is the folder name, and you can see different OS files these are. And if you want to, okay, create any folder or create any file, we have different commands. But how we have Windows admin user, he can run any commands, anything. Similarly, Linux also, there is a super user or a root user. Okay, you can call it super or you can call it a root. So I connected as a EC2 user. Let me connect as a root user. So if you want to connect as a root, you can run sudo su is the command, right? If you see earlier, you connected as EC2 user. Now you connected as a root user, and root user is having hash symbol. Normal user will have $. Okay, root user will have with symbol dollar hash, right? And you can use sudo su is the command. Okay, sudo su is the command to connect. Okay, here sudo means switching user do, and again su means super user. Okay, switching user do, super user. Su means super user. So now if you see, you connected as a super user. So right, so and you can run different commands. For example, if you want to see the date, you can use date command. If you want to see the system time, you can use top time command. And if you want to list down the files, you can use ls or ll command. And if you want to see who has connected, which user I connected, you can use who am I is the command. Okay, we can run that. Right, so who am I is the command. You can, right, we can use who am I is a command, okay, to know as a which user I connect. Okay, so so you can use who am I. Okay, so for example, I want to create a file. You can use touch is a command, touch abc.txt. I want to create a file, empty file. You can use touch to create. Okay, touch to create. Okay, you can use touch command to create a file. So for example, let's enter it. You can use ls is a command or ll is a command. Okay, you can see abc.txt file is created. Okay, so and also you can use, okay, mkdir is a command, create a folder. If you want to create a folder, you can use mkdir, make a directory, and I want to create a directory called, for example, India. Now, if you see, India folder also created. Okay, so we have abc.txt, India is a folder. Okay, so anyway, I have this 8 GB. Okay, I have this 8 GB primary drive for my Linux computer. This is my Linux. So you can provide the name. This is primary drive. Okay, let's see. So, and let's add a additional drive and connect that volume to the Linux. Okay, we can see that in tomorrow's session. So meanwhile, what I will do, I will stop these servers. I will make these servers for tomorrow. I will use these servers for tomorrow. Okay, once you are not using, you can select those servers. You can stop that. And one more thing, if you want to edit your name, username and password, okay, you can edit it by go to this settings. Okay, and you have account, right? Your account name is here. You have to go to the billing, right? You have to go to this account settings. Okay, and here you have option called edit. Okay, you can click on edit settings. So if you want to change it again, you have to connect to it. Just connect to the account. Here you can see if you want to edit the name of your account, or if you want to edit the email ID, or if you want to edit the password, you can use this option where you can find out that in account section. So and in tomorrow's session, okay, we'll have the you can get the today's class recording from the management. Okay, and also you can check with the management about tomorrow class timing. Okay, and please install these softwares in your Windows computer. One is Git Bash, another
Sir,
one
one
is
second.
Notepad plus plus. Who's this? Yes, who's this? Any doubt? Yeah, so you need to install, okay, you need to install Git Bash, Notepad plus plus. Okay, so you need to install the software called Putty. You need to install the software called Putty, and you need to install the software called WinSC. Please download these 4 softwares. So how we can download? You can go to here, you can check for Git Bash for Windows, and here you have the option Git for Windows, and you can click on download. Right, the file is get downloaded. And coming to Putty, you can check for Putty download, and you can click on download Putty. Okay, you can click on, okay, please connect from Monday same time 8 a.m. Okay, so tomorrow we are not having any class tomorrow and Monday, tomorrow and Sunday due to holidays, right? So we can connect on Monday directly at the same time. Okay, Monday 8 a.m. Okay, it's the batch for 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. right? So you can download this 64-bit, download it, and also download Putty is downloaded. Notepad plus plus, you can download it. Please come up with the softwares for Monday class. Click on Notepad plus plus and click on download, and take the first one and download it. Okay, you can download it. So fine. So once those are downloaded, and another software called WinSCP, you can download WinSCP. You can click on WinSCP and you can download. So once it is downloaded, okay, okay, so Monday is same time, okay, so you can download the softwares, okay, and how to install? Simple, just open that file, okay, and you can click on next to install. It's a straightforward installation. If you want to install anything, you can simply click on next install, okay, that's it. So once it is installed, okay, you can open it. I will show it tomorrow how to open this. Okay, for example, is Notepad++. I already opened. This is the Notepad++. Okay, and if you want to open Putty, you can open Putty like this. Okay, and if you want to open WinSCP, you can open WinSCP. Okay, and if you want to open the Git Bash, you can open Git Bash. So please download these 4 softwares for tomorrow class, so we can understand about the adding new volume to the Linux server here. Okay, we can understand in tomorrow session. Okay, guys, any doubts regarding server creation and account creation? Any doubts? Any doubts?
Hi, sir. This is Sai Kumar. To
Okay.
create AWS, the document will be sent by you or the management, sir?
It from management. Management will send you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, they will share some drive or they will share some through the email address maybe. Okay, you can check with them. They will share with you. Okay, guys. Yeah, I think there will be no more doubts regarding this today's topic. Just practice it. Okay, please come up this 4 softwares installation. We can discuss in tomorrow class. Okay, I mean on Monday class at 8 a.m.